Hello Aquarians and Crosswatchers, welcome to your video. So I'm creating this video for you on February 20th or 21st, 2025, depending on where you live at in the world, okay? I hope that you guys had a great birthday, and those of you who are Pisces, Aquarian, Cuspers, happy birthday to you, okay? I know that we celebrate, if I were a Cusper, I'd celebrate both, because it's been my opinion that you have both. You guys will be Aquarius and Pisces in energy, and same with any Cusper. All right. Anyway, I want to be the first to tell you all that you're so beautiful and you're so needed in this world, and I want to thank each and every one of you for being here, for sharing your time and your energy with me. I value you and the divine values you, and thank you so much for being here. I truly appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you for tuning in to Aquarius by Aquarius. I am your host, Colleen. I don't know what's going to come out. I didn't channel the song, but we're going to see. I have a few oracle decks that we're going to pull from. I want to thank my moderators for being here. I want to thank everyone else who shows up and everyone who returns. I want you to know, those of you, I know a few of you from the chat, you guys going through some rough times. All right, the ones that I know about, I've been praying for you. I want you to know that. I have a whole thing that I do before I even start my readings, when it comes to prayers and setting my intentions, and I want you to know, those of you, that my prayers are with you, those that I know what you're going through. Okay, if I don't know what you're going through, I can't pray. I pray for everyone on a whole, but those of you who are suffering from certain things, or your friends that you've had me pray for, I've been praying, so I want you to know that. All right, so we're going to see what wants to come out here for the oracle part. Show me what I need to see for this reading here. I feel like I'm forgetting something. Oh, am I forgetting something? Hold on. I don't know. I feel like I'm forgetting something. Anyways, maybe somebody feels that way too. So let's see what we got here. It's on the bottom. Silent Retreat. It's a card of silence, but it's a female listening to music. All right. You know, music is a great way to raise your vibration if you're feeling down, or if you're trying to get motivated. Okay, music is a great way to do that. Now, a bunch of cards came out here, and I don't know why, but we have Divine Feminine. Okay, we have the Void. All right, we have Starseed. So some of you, I just heard missions activated. Some of you might be feeling a nudge, okay? An activation, might be having a dream, a strong urge, okay? Keep that in mind, all right? We have bliss. So I do feel like there's going to be bliss in your purpose, all right? Whatever you're feeling strongly activated to do. Now, you don't have to be, you know, remember, we have yin and yang. We have both. So you don't have to identify as one or the other, because we are both, okay? It's about balancing those energies. And when we're in the energy of the yin, it's to receive, okay? So I even in the afternoon reading, okay, you're receiving something. And for some of you, it's a soulmate, a star seed, and that could be anybody from an addition to the family to a romantic partner. So keep that in mind. It can be anybody, even a business partner, okay? Balance. So there's a lot of good cards here. Autonomy. Look up. This came out in the pre-shuffle. Look up. I felt like look up to the sky. Look up for signs. Look up, literally, because I'm noticing the clouds. Look up to the clouds. Legacy. That came out in the pre-shuffle as well. Connect. Also in the pre-shuffle, the Eckhart Tolle card that came out, which I'll read it to you because I feel it's important, because there's a lot about connecting, and it's in starseed. So I really feel like missions are going to be activated, and you know, missions are not always in protection, and know that you're protected. You're divinely protected. Missions don't always look like what you think they might look like. Like, for instance, those of us who do tarot readings, we feel like we're on a mission to give out messages to those who need it. Everybody feels like they have their mission, right? They feel drawn or guided to do something, but not everybody is meant to be on a platform. Okay, sometimes your mission as a guide, sometimes you're guiding or mentoring people in your family, sometimes you're guiding and mentoring the generations that are under you, that are, I should say, after you came after you. Okay, so just keep in mind what a mission could look like. Might not be like everybody having a platform, but it could be a platform. So just letting you know. We have here I can, and this person is surrounded by fruits and vegetables. So anything to do with something that you're trying to do, know that you can do it. All right, especially with all that food, healthy food. It looks like if you're raising your frequency, or if you're changing your diet or something like that. Clarity. And we have Santa Muerte, which says offering, but it's really, this is also like death and rebirth as well. So there is change. Change came out twice. Connect, change, wisdom. Yeah, transformation right here. So both of these cards talk about, you know, death and rebirth right here. So there's definitely a lot of changes that are happening for the highest good of the planet, humanity, the beings here on this planet. Okay, our wisdom, our frequencies are rising. Things are becoming very clear, and a lot of us are becoming more psychic. A lot of us are becoming more intuitive than before, or more psychic. A lot of us are having even telepathy. Okay, telepathy. So what came out in the pre-shuffle, I just want to read this because it probably won't come out again, but it was really important, I feel. And it says, the stronger the ego, the stronger the sense of separateness between people. The only actions that do not cause opposing reactions are those that are aimed at the good of all. Everything, all inclusive here. And it says they are inclusive, not exclusive. They join, they don't separate. They are not for my country, but for all humanity. They are not for my religion, but for the emergence of consciousness in all human beings. They are not for my species, but for all sentient beings of all nature. Okay, so I thought that was important. We're going to close out with an Eckhart Tolle card in the end. So anyways, we're going to pull a couple more oracle cards, and then we'll get into your tarot reading. Let's see what the Moonology wants to say. I did not expect all those cards to come out, or I wouldn't have pulled. There's a lot of messages want to come out here. I think you're going to be getting a lot of messages. Step out of your comfort zone, all right? Like I said, you might get a strong guidance or urge to do something or go in a certain direction. Pay attention to that, because you might be being protected. So you might be guided to go this way because it's protecting you for something. You might be guided to do that because you're actually here helping in some way, part of your mission. And a lot of people who like to travel, okay, are grid keepers. So keep in mind, if you feel like you're guided to go here and just be there and just sit there, not in particularly do anything, you're just sort of sitting there, vibing or whatever, you might be a grid keeper. Just keep that in mind. There's all kinds of ways to fulfill your mission. All right, it's time to take action. This is what I feel strongly is happening. I feel like we're all about ready to be activated for the current mission, right? Not everybody has one singular mission, but maybe somebody does have one singular mission, something that they continually do throughout their life. But I feel like for the circumstances that we are in currently, this timeline, this paradigm, we're being activated for something. Okay, be prepared. Hold your vision. This has something to do with don't give up on your dream, whatever that dream is, that vision is. Hold it. The answers you need are coming. This actually came out in the pre-shuffle. So there's a lot of truth that's going to be exposed. There's a lot of people who will give you closure, that, you know, people from the past may come in to give you closure. Like, look, I just didn't want to leave things hanging like this. This is why I did this, or this is what I thought of you, whatever. There's going to be a lot of truths coming out so that there can be closure. There can be, you know, a fresh start. Okay. Don't let pride get in the way. I feel like this is what's going away. It's Leo energy, but it's not Leo energy is not going away. What's going away is, I feel like, the ego. I feel like there's going to be a major ego death that's going to continue to happen and continue to happen and continue to happen until all of that just sort of fades away, and we're here part of oneness, togetherness, okay, not separatism everywhere. And we have prosperity lies ahead. So, woo! Answers you need are coming. Don't let ego get in the way. Prosperity lies ahead. Let's get an angel card. It says, you are protected from all types of harm. I have another card over here that came out, protection. The worst is now behind you, and I ask you to relax and feel safe. Now, it reminds me of I had a client once, back when I was doing readings, and he had a lot of knowledge and information about things a lot of us are not privileged to have, okay? And, you know, this person told me that they really wanted to write a book or to make a channel about that. And I don't know, I'm being guided to that because maybe some of you have information that you're privileged to have that the rest of us don't have access to. This person wanted to expose something, and it would have brought it would have made a lot of sense. It would have brought a lot of things to light, and it also would have brought a lot of people together. Now, this person did not, at that time when they were my client, they did not bring this about because they were afraid for their family's life, and they didn't want their family to be hurt. So there may be some of you who have access to information, and you know that things are not happening or going the way that they should. You know that there's some corruption or something like this. Just know that it may be a time approaching. Somebody may feel the urge that this needs to come out. And it can happen on personal level too. Like, let's say that there's somebody in your circle, right? It's a false friend. It's someone who is selling you out all the time. You know, a person who knows that you're being sold out all the time or gossiped about, they may just sell that person out and tell you, all right, on a smaller scale here. So I feel like this is a good reading. I don't feel like it's about love, but it could be, because for the romance angels, it's keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. And this tells me, very much like that Eckhart Tolle card, you know, don't see each other in groups or in separatism, but in oneness, okay? And I do feel like we are aligning with those who are on our level, okay? I feel like we are moving away from relationships, connections, and places or people or connections that aren't good for us, okay? So the future, it's about the future here. The tarot part of the reading, it's about the future. 3 of Wands, expectations. We got love, wearing heart on our sleeve here. Give me some more cards. Yes, there's some information, okay, that is not yet known to you. And keep in mind, this is going to be across the board. Now, I know I did a more dramatic reading near Valentine's, and I know that a lot of people didn't like that reading, but it's coming, and I think that's why some of these will come out. These messages will come out. It's almost like when a woman is about to go into labor, and when her contractions are a minute apart, you know that baby's coming. But when those contractions are 5 or 6 minutes apart, you have some time. And I feel like that's what these readings are. I feel like sometimes these readings, the closer they come together with the same message, I feel like it's closer to happening. Just my opinion. But anyway, there's a lot of facade. I heard facade with this 7 of Cups. Okay, facade. And love is what's breaking this. And there's a lot here to do with us being sovereign, okay? Sovereign on an individual level, sovereign on a whole, okay? And even though a lot of people link this to the single card, it can be single, but it also I have gotten this card for people who own their own business. They are a sole proprietor. Nobody else owns it with them. All right. And there may be something that you love to do. All right. And maybe there's some confusion about that. Maybe there's something you love to do, and maybe you're thinking about doing it, or maybe there's something in the way. A lot of things that get in the way. Sometimes we feel like we need money to start projects, and sometimes we feel like we're too old. I've been there myself. I'm like, man, I should have done that when I was younger. Please, that's a dangerous mindset. Especially if you have messages and all you have to do is just turn on your cell phone camera and talk into it. And you know, there's never been a better era to get your wisdom out there, to get your messages out there. And I would say, if that person still watches me, because I don't even know if they were a client from this channel or from my other channel, but I would say if that person was still watching me, that find a way to get your message out there without putting your face on there. That's what I would say. Because there is information. Okay, there's information. It hasn't come about yet. But there is a paradigm shift. Okay, there is an awakening happening. And it's happening on all levels. And it's happening in your private and personal life as well. And, you know, some of you are going to have to keep an open mind, because you're going to meet or be around a person or be with a person who is not your typical type that you go for. You know what I mean? And when you are on your journey, you may come across this person, all right? We have the King of Swords in the reverse in the near future. That is Aquarius energy. And this is an energy of new, okay? Starting over. This might be like, for some, I have to clarify, but for some, there might be like an opportunity or blessing in disguise because you're protected. There may be some information that comes your way and you have to move on, but trust me, it's for a bigger reason. It's because you're protected. And an example they gave me was, just so people don't feel like it's like an ending in a relationship, because sometimes people think of endings as a breakup. And I don't want you, especially if you're in a happy connection, I don't want you to manifest a breakup. But what Spirit showed me was, like, imagine you find out that, you know, your house has mold or your job has mold and everything, you know, you got to start over, because there's some start over energy. Even though we know cycles are ending and new cycles are beginning, it's like, say you find out something and it's like, well, shit, I gotta go, I can't stay here, this is not good for me, right? And then that information causes a change, all right? And then through that change, maybe meeting someone that you need to keep your open mind about, okay? Keep your mind open about. Give me some more cards. Yeah, and we have here, you know, six of Swords. Moving on rather quickly because of some information that comes out. All right. And this could be a place where you've laid roots. This could be a place where you started, you know, building your legacy, you know, the place where you were at. That Ten of Pentacles is in the reverse here. But again, it's like Page of Wands is in the reverse. All right. This hasn't come in yet. So this is some information that can be coming to some of you, your way, because of your transits and degrees in your chart. This will not fit for every Aquarian. Keep in mind, this can also fit for people who have an Aquarian rising. All right, because rising is the physical self of how people see you. So some people who have an Aquarian rising could also be getting this, but it can be a sun or moon, okay? It could also be North Node, and it's shifting you toward your goal and your purpose, okay? Or another goal and another purpose. Something gets exposed here, and then that's it. All right. The ending of this, it seems, though I have to clarify, there's something that happens. Something gets exposed, and literally have to move on, and rather quickly. And it can be anything that causes this. The mold was just an analogy, but it can be a tragedy. It can be a weather, something. It can be, a tree that falls on the house. It can be anything. Doesn't mean even it has to do with a home. It can be with work. It can be in a relationship. But whatever it is, something gets exposed. And it seems like to Aquarius because it's reverse. And it seems like Aquarius has to move because of that. We have the Four of Swords reverse. It can even be, sometimes people who rent homes and then they don't know that the owner of the house isn't having a foreclosure, and then all of a sudden they get a notice, you have to move because the house is being foreclosed on. Meanwhile, you were renting, everything was fine. But again, I don't see home cards. Those are just analogies coming to me. But there is, for some of you, there's a major start, a new start. It's going to align you, though, and put you where you're supposed to be. Part of your divine destiny here. Some of you, like I said, meeting another person. So this is meant to be, this change is meant to happen, but it doesn't seem like you're expecting it, and it doesn't seem, it's not, I don't see a tower, okay, but it doesn't seem like, it just seems like it's like, oh, I got to get out of here. I got to go. And it has a lot to do with some information. Okay? Has a lot to do with information. Tell me about the Three of Wands. Yeah, Knight of Pentacles reverse. Something, it's something that if you've been used to dealing with something, or if you've been used to being even comfortable or in a situation or at a place for a while, there's something that changes. Literally, this is change. Ten of Swords. It's an ending. Okay, but then after that, after a harsh ending, it's like you understand why you go through this, because you align with love, or you align with something or someone that you love. Ace of Cups is a gift of love from heaven. The heavens hand you this love. So sometimes it's love in a soulmate, like a lover, a spouse. Sometimes it's love, like an addition to the family, right? But whatever it is, it seems like it's coming rather soon. For some of you, this is a general reading. Tell me about the Page of Pentacles. This is this information. High Priestess. But this is like a deep knowing too. But again, this is also somebody knows. Okay, like I said, somebody knows something. Somebody may know something and expose it to you, and you're like, I've got to go. That might be in a relationship. I know your person is cheating on you. I know your person is, whatever. That could be, okay, this was kept from you. But it can also be whatever. There's something that's hidden that's going to get exposed. And it doesn't have to be a relationship, but it could be a relationship. All it's showing me is that it's information. You receive some sort of information, and it creates space for change. And it seems like somebody could literally be coming to say this. We have Leo energy. Someone could literally, that energy of the King of Wands is someone who takes charge. Someone who takes charge to do something. We have Virgo, Pisces energy with that High Priestess. Now tell me about the Wheel of Fortune and the reverse. Truth was meant to come out. And, Three of Cups. We have a third person. All right, a third energy. Seven of Wands. Now we have this protection, okay? Seven of Wands is protection. Now you had two cards that came out that said protection. Here's your third card, protection. You are protected, so go with the flow on this one, okay? If something happens and it's unexpected and it's going to cause you to have an opportunity to change, to do something different, even if you've been comfortable or in a spot for a particular while, at any place, a place you live, a place you work, a friendship or relationship, know that it might be the door opening because you're protected from that, and you're going to align with this. Hierophant. Next level, Taurus, a better position, leveling up. And for me, it can be a commitment because of, this. So for some of you, it does talk about, what do you commit to? What do you believe in? But whatever gets exposed, it's really for your protection. All right, it's really for your protection. And I feel like somebody else already knows, because in the recent past we have the Eight of Wands. So it's like somebody else has this knowledge, and then this knowledge gets exposed or passed to you, and then you, though it may be difficult, are guided to move. Okay, you're guided to move. It doesn't mean you're guided to move from your house. It means you're guided to make some sort of move. You're guided to take some sort of action. Tell me about this Eight of Wands. Landed on the change and wisdom. Yeah. Six of Swords is here again. You've got Six of Swords twice. Whatever this information is, and keep in mind, somebody may make a move before you. Like, let's just say your neighbor finds out there's radon gas under the ground. That's very toxic, especially if you have a house that's a block home and it's directly above on the ground. Say your neighbor finds out, because of whatever reason they find out, oh, there's radon gas here, and they move, but then they tell you. There, you might see somebody else make a move before you find out, and that might even be a red flag. Like, why are they leaving? Not that they have to move, but why are they leaving? Why did they quit the job? Why are they not coming around? You might see someone else make a move before you even know. But then again, this person will bring you on board. Now, it doesn't have to be that way. Again, like I said, in relationships, maybe somebody knows that somebody had somebody else. And they know because maybe they saw them somewhere. You know what I mean? They were out and about and they saw somebody somewhere, and they've been keeping it to themselves. And maybe they've been trying to move on because they don't want to be a homewrecker. They don't want to be a person who brings problems. And then they're like, there's something that's like, look, I can't move on from this, but I need to. And the only way to move on is to expose the truth. So either way, no matter how you cut it, something gets exposed, some kind of information. And this information seems like, because Aquarius is in the reverse, and the head of what's over is starting over, it does seem like somebody finds out something. And it's this Three of Pentacles reverse that talks about starting over, but the Three of Pentacles is a place where people are at, right? It can be any place. This place is a church, but sometimes people are at a place of business. Sometimes people are at, a community, whatever. And this is like, I saw something, or I know something, and I'm telling you, and I'm not trying to worry you, or I'm not trying to bring you problems. I just can't know this and not tell you. Okay, I just got to tell you. And then you use the wisdom. This landed on the card of wisdom. You use your wisdom to make a wise choice, and this wise choice seems like I need to move on too. I also need to move on. I need to go on here. Tell me about the Three of Pentacles in the reverse. Yeah, we have the Page of Swords in the reverse, and we have the Temperance in the upright. Something really gets exposed, and it could be because somebody done some digging up as well. Yeah. It's like somebody knows some information, and they're holding on to it. They don't want to say it, but they're really guided to say it. This person could have done some spying and found out something. Now here's the Tower. Maybe this person, or whoever this is, or whatever this is, maybe somebody does not want something to be exposed. okay? Five of Wands reverse. Somebody in the Tower reverse, maybe somebody does not want to add stress. Like I said, they don't want to be known as the whistleblower, but there's something strongly nudging. I mean, it could even be you. You're in the reverse. It could be another Aquarius. But it could also be like, I don't want to say this. I know this, but it's like, it's going to bring a lot of chaos when I say it. It's going to stir up the pot when I say it. And that's what this is. This is a reading about a whistleblower stirring up the pot. But then somebody uses their wisdom to move forward and to move on. Tell me about Aquarius in the reverse. Been waiting to get to this card. Tell me about this, please. Yeah, you're going to get this. Someone is going to, you know, you're going to get this bit of information. And again, or give it, okay? I got Aquarius upright and Aquarius in the reverse. Now, you're either going to give this difficult information to someone, or someone's going to give it to you. But either way, I got two cards of moving on and moving forward. Six of Swords. Moving on and moving forward. But then after you move on and move forward, there's a whole new opportunity here to align with somebody who's not quite your type of person. You're not quite your type of lover, not quite your type of friend. Because it doesn't say that you're absolutely aligning with that, but you could. The Hierophant is here. Tell me about the Ace of Cups in the reverse. This information will change. This information will change a lot. We have Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. And we have the Eight of Swords. This could be somebody releasing the information. They could have Earth in their chart. They could be someone who has plenty of abundance, wealth. They could be somebody who exposes something, but it doesn't have to be. But literally, this Ace of Cups is reversed. This Ace of Cups is the gift from the universe, this gift of love. But we have this King of Pentacles looking right at it, right at the Eight of Swords reverse. I want another card for that. Give me more about that. Seven of Pentacles at the right time. Also, this can talk about money as well. You know, I don't see the Emperor or anything like that, but this can talk about even if somebody's been hiding money from you. Let's just say your spouse is hiding money, if you have one, right? And you come and find out they're hiding money, and you're like, what? This can also talk about somebody has a love child somewhere. Somebody could be in a relationship and they find out that they've got a love child somewhere else. Whatever it is, it gets exposed. I can sit here all day and try and figure this one out, but I do have the Sun here, and I do have Aries here, and I do have the Lovers here, and I feel like the Lovers is I feel like somebody knows something, and they're just going to expose it, and it may bring you closer to the person exposing it, or when you move on, that may be where you meet, okay, another person who's very significant into your life. Tell me about the Four of Swords reverse. Landed on this Ace of Cups reverse. And it's just really sad because it's going to put somebody in some heartache here. Somebody's going to be in some sort of heartache. And there's some deception, okay? Whatever comes out, it's not good, okay? It's going to be painful. Whether it's on, you know, I'm not taking this on a large scale, even though truths on a large scale are coming out, because I don't see the emperor, okay? But I'm taking this that whatever truth gets exposed, either to you or from you, okay? Whether you're giving it or whether you're receiving it, it's hard. It's hard information. But it's an information that's like, I gotta go. And it's hard to go because somebody's already put roots somewhere. Somebody's already invested time somewhere. Tell me about the outcome, and then we will close out with an oracle card. If you've stayed this long, thank you so much. Thank you for showing up. Thank you to my moderators. But it highly looks like what is found out has something to do around love or money. And if it's someone close to you, maybe something happens to somebody close to you and it causes them to come in, okay? Might cause someone to come in. Maybe you warned somebody. Let's say even you warned somebody already and you're like, look, this person's cheating on you, or this is going to happen, especially if you guys are psychic or tarot readers or anything like that. Maybe you warned somebody and then it actually comes to fruition and they're like, oh my God. And they come back to let you know that it came true. But whatever this is, it gets exposed. It's hard. It's either hard for you or it's hard for them, but somebody moves on. And it's strongly related around like cheating or money, but a deception, a theft, or a loss. And somebody comes back to heal or to recover, all right? So they might be coming back to you because you warned them, or you might be moving on because they warn you or tell you. But whatever, the truth is coming out. That's what this is all about, the truth. The truth gets exposed, and then there's a new beginning. All right, so we're going to close out with an Eckhart Tolle card. Thank you for being here, you guys. Thank you so much. Oh, I'm not. His cards are too, I am not taking all those messages. His cards are too long for that. These are new cards anyway, so they're hard. It's hard to get one card. They haven't been shuffled very much. All right, we can deal with this. It says, when you are aware of space, you are not really aware of anything except awareness itself. The inner space of consciousness. Through you, the universe is becoming aware of itself, just as space enables all things to exist, and just as without silence, there could be no sound. You would not exist without the vital, formless dimension that is the essence of who you are. So whatever this is, I did say that it creates space. Whatever this information comes out will create space for you to create change. It'll be a perfect time for that. Or you're going to provide that information to someone else, however it plays out. Anyway, guys, I love you, and namaste, my friends.